People say I ain't no good, and I'm crazy as a loon. Cause I shave my head in the morning, pick guitar in the afternoon. Just like old Chief and Charlie, I like to lay around in the shade. Well, I ain't got no money, but you better believe I got it made. Cause I ain't asking nobody for nothing if I can't get it on my own. If you don't like the way I'm living, just leave this bald-headed country boy alone.
What's up, folks? Thank y'all tuning into the Josh Terry podcast. I got a sweet and short one for y'all today, but it is with one of the coolest kids I've had a chance of meeting. A couple months ago in Nashville, one of my buddies called me and was like, "Hey, you got to meet this kid. He needs to play your show." And if you've ever came to one of my shows, you know I like to do shit out of the ordinary. And I wanted to give this little dude a chance to shine because he's a little badass. I'd like to introduce all y'all to Mr. Michael Schott. What's up, Bubba?
Man, how you doing, Josh? I'm so happy to be here on the podcast. Thank you so much for having me.
Anytime, dude. Was it your grandpa that called me week before last when I was in Nashville?
Yeah, it was. He's my manager. He does all my stuff.
Well, keep it that way. Keep it in the family. He was extremely nice. I think he was kind of surprised when I was like, I'll do more than just share something for the kid. Like I don't like to do the bare minimum. It took me a week longer than it should have to get to you. But we got time to make up for because you've got a contest that you're in. First off, we'll tell them about the contest in a second. I want them to kind of know you. So, like, kind of give everybody a little bit of a background on you and why I think you are just the coolest kid ever.
Well, absolutely. My name is Michael Schott. I'm a 14-year-old Nashville recording artist from small town Stellar, North Carolina. And man, I've been having fun with this country music thing since I was about 9 years old. I've been playing, writing, singing. I also play mandolin and bass guitar. Currently touring regionally around the North Carolina, Virginia region with my band, the Michael Schott Band, presumably. And man, just having a lot of fun with it. And I connected with Josh here through a friend of both of ours, Little Skinny. Man, he's an awesome guy. He's out in Nashville just grinding every day. And we met, and Skinny said, "Man, you gotta have this guy on your Raising Grace rounds." And I joined Josh, and man, just had a bunch of fun. Some of the biggest things I've done in my career, I've opened for people like Sawyer Brown, Parmalee, Chris Cagle, and Switchfoot, the rock band.
That's cool.
And yeah, real cool. I'm gonna get to meet them on July 4th, on Camp Lejeune when I'm opening for them. And then I have also played on some big stages like the Meteor Guitar Gallery in Bentonville, Arkansas. I have standing invitations on multiple venues in Broadway, Nashville. I'm playing in Las Vegas in November at some casino. I can't remember the name of it. There's plenty of them. And yeah, man, just having a lot of fun. So that's who I am. Yeah.
Did you say Camp Lejeune?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're doing like a 4th of July thing for the troops.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's our 4th of July celebration. We're gonna have me, the Mike Corrado band, and then that's where I'm opening for Parmalee and Switchfoot.
Dude, that's cool. One of
Yeah.
the things that we try to do on here is work with a lot of veteran organizations, military stuff. They're just the best people. And it's kind of cool. Like on 4th of July, you're taking your time to go play for troops when you probably could play some beach bar or some shit like that. Like, I like that about you. I can tell with the stuff you post on social media, you got such a good head on your shoulders. I, I
Man, I
don't I
appreciate
don't
that a
like
lot.
everybody. Like Little Skinny might have oversold me to you. I'm kind of an asshole. I like who I like, and if you rub me the right way, then I'm in your corner. I don't believe that you have fair weather friends. Like if I like you, I love you. And like
Yeah.
right off the bat, when you got on stage and you played the show for us the first time, I think you did a cover. I can't remember what cover I asked you to
It was
do.
Sing Me Back Home. I'm real happy. You
That's
said
the
play some old country, and that
yeah.
was one I chose.
Well, that's kind of a test for anybody that does my show. It's like, what do you consider good? Like, what is like your go-to? And when you did Sing Me Back Home by Merle, I was like, oh, this kid's cool. You got an old soul. Like you can tell, dude, you're a vibe. I knew I liked you right from the very beginning. You blew all of us away that day. Like it was cool.
Man, thank you. So if you wouldn't have had me there, I'm not sure you ever would have known me. That opportunity would have never come up. And man, I just appreciate everything you're doing for people like me who are kind of making it in the Nashville music industry. I appreciate that a lot for you
Well,
taking the opportunity, not even knowing me, having me on.
it's like I said, if you rub me right the first time, I'm in your corner.
Yeah,
Because there's so many people, and I hope that you never grow up and be this way. But there's so many people in Nashville that are full of shit, and they're
yeah,
just not there for the right reasons. Like my thing is, I'm actually like a country boy. Like
yeah,
I'm from middle of nowhere in Georgia. I like riding dirt roads, farmland, all that kind of stuff, like the stuff that country music sings about. I feel like I get to live.
yeah.
And there's so many people that show up and just be like, "Oh, I want to be country now, and I'm going to sing country songs," and it's just not genuine. And
No,
but
it's
I
not.
I can tell with you, like you love this stuff. You're like Miles. Like I love, and it's going to be something that for y'all's career that I'll get to sit here and watch, and it's like I get to see these kids grow up in front of my eyes because y'all
Yeah,
are going to be something. Like don't, and I also would tell you this, just a little advice: don't set the bar too high for yourself yet. Enjoy it.
yeah,
Like just enjoy what you're doing because like there's a lot of people that get to Nashville and they get their heart broke or whatever. And if you're just having fun and you're enjoying it and you're doing it because you love it, I don't think you can get your heart broke that easily. If you look at it as a job, then you're probably going to back yourself into a corner and it probably going to end up getting your feelings hurt sooner than later. I don't want to say that for you or Miles or anybody coming up. I just want you to have fun with it and realize there's no other people your age. There's no other kids. There's
yeah.
nobody else that is getting to shine like y'all right now. Y'all are the going by the time y'all get to high school, if everybody at y'all school aren't kissing y'all's asses, I'm gonna come fight everybody at y'all schools. Like, cause y'all they just don't
Man,
realize how cool y'all are yet.
man, yeah, you said it perfectly, man. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are surprised when they hear how young I am. They don't
Yeah,
realize, with the fact that I look like and talk like and act like a 45-year-old man on stage.
you
You
do.
know, it's sometimes they're a little surprised when I say I'm 14, but I I just pursue it with all my passion. I just pursue it with all I have, and until I take my last breath, I'm gonna pursue it as long as I can. I just love it. That's all I gotta say. I love it.
That's the way to be, dude. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
that's the way to be. And you can tell you got an old soul when you're on stage. I remember thinking that like right off the bat. Well, and like I said, Skinny, when he called me and told me about you, like we don't throw each other people to do our shows and everything, especially for the podcast. He doesn't. And most people know, like, I'm so picky. I'm like, you got to have a really good story or you got to be really talented. There's got to be something special about you for me to be like, oh, I'm going to take my time and do
Yeah.
something. It's just, I don't, not to be like rude or anything. I just don't have to. Like, we've got enough stuff going on that when I have somebody on the show, I want it to be somebody special. I want it to be where, like, if I got a chance to put you on, it better be somebody worth putting on. And like, I could
Yeah.
just tell, like I said, it's going to be so much fun watching you, watching Miles, watching a couple others but y'all are just you're unique. And the fact that you are an old soul and you're 14, dude, it's just like, country's still going strong. I want to pass it down to where the next generation thinks country's actually cool.
Yeah, that's
And,
what
like,
we're trying to do.
and you're doing it, dude. You're doing it. So tell everybody about this contest that you're in.
Yeah, this is the I'll just kind of explain it kind of straightforward how it works. It's the Carolina Artist Showdown, and I am in it for the month of June with my newest release, Sing Me Home. It's a great song. You should absolutely go listen to it once you're done listening to this. And this song is cool, and it got picked up by Miss Sweet Tea. She's down in our neck of the woods, North Carolina. And basically, how this works is if your song gets picked up for a month on the Carolina Artist Showdown, you get 20 automatic plays on three radio stations in North Carolina and South Carolina. And basically, it's like a Facebook voting system. So You can vote for an artist. We've had a lot of help in the voting, and we've done social media stuff, a lot of that kind of stuff. So any votes like that are appreciated. And if you were able to win a month, you're in contention for the 2025 CCMA, which is Carolina Country Music Awards Entertainer of the Year. And there's been a lot of guys around here who um, have won that, and it's led to very big opportunities. So anything like that. I mean, last year Jamie Johnson and Oliver Anthony were down there, so that just kind of tells you there's some big names down there that are waiting for people like me that are kind of wanting to win these months and wanting to get down there to the Carolina Country Music Awards. So any votes are appreciated. If you got Facebook, you can do it.
When is the last day, or when's like the voting done?
It is the last day of June at midnight. It
Right.
is it's right till the end of June.
Do they have like a thing where you can see who's got the most votes?
Yeah.
Where are you at right now?
I am at like 3,020. I will tell you something. This is a cool story. We are in first place right now by a pretty heavy amount, and very, very grateful for
Good, good.
that. There's a I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm not gonna say that actually because I forgot what I was gonna say. But normally the winning amount is like 1,500, 2,000 votes, and man, we got 3,000, and competition's not even done yet. So I think we're gonna do pretty good.
I think you're going to too, because we're gonna make some clips out of this and put out on social media for you. We're gonna do our best. I want to see you win, dude, and I want to see you win by like a fat margin. Like
Yeah,
my thing is, I just want people to kind of see what me, Skinny, what a bunch of our buddies have seen when you played in Nashville, why we like you. I
yeah.
guess, and I think, given the opportunity, people will be like, "Oh, this kid's cool as shit." Like this kid's cool, and it's not just that you're good. Your stage presence is really good for a 14-year-old, but it's
Thanks.
just the stuff I've seen you share, the stuff that you've talked about.
Mhm.
When my dad was sick, you shared some stuff for us.
Yeah,
Like you're a good kid. Like you deserve some stuff. There's a lot of spoiled ass kids out there, mine included. Mine is the spoiledest of them all. And like I love your humility. I love that you got a big heart. You can tell like that's why like your music's good, but I like you as where you're at right now. And I like I said, I can't wait to watch you grow. And
man, thank you.
I hope people will check you out. What all songs do you have out on social media right now?
Yep. So my debut single came out in November of 2024, and that was called "My Heroes Are the Ones You'll Never Know." It was a very patriotic song, and on that term patriotic, a lot of critics that we were talking to and producers and stuff like that, back end admin type people, um, which does not include my label admin Jamie Calhoun, which I absolutely love. I told her I'd give her a shout out. Um, so everyone was telling me, probably too patriotic for my debut single to radio and whatnot. But guess which song's my debut single? That song right there, and it's a killer song. It was produced by, like a lot of my songs, produced by former Rascal Flatts member Tom Yankton, and
That's
he's a great
awesome.
guy. Yeah, and we had some really cool studio musicians come in on this. Man, they're just the top of the list for me. I'm gonna have them on my next session too, and it's gonna be awesome. Then after that, came 2025 when we started our monthly schedule of releases. So, started that in March. I released a song called "Don't Let the Song Hit You on the Way Out the Door," and that one it's a very fast-paced kind of southern rock, very drive home type song. So it caught the attention of some people. One of those people was caught the attention of my uh, producer, my other co-producer, Jimmy Ritchie. He's produced for people like Jake Owen, William Michael Morgan, Mark Chestnut. So he's done some big stuff, and it caught the attention of him and a lot of other big things. And it got me and my band known as well to a lot of festivals and stuff like that. So it was a really cool release, and we had again Tom produced that one solo. The funny thing is he did all of the instruments on that song. Every single instrument in that song he did.
That's
And if
cool.
you listen to the song, you'll know, yeah, if you listen to that song, you'll know how difficult it is to do all those
Yeah.
instruments. It's crazy. Um, then you get to Young Man Six String. In April, we released that song, and it's been my most successful song so far, thankfully, because I absolutely love that song. Um, that one actually got picked up by a Apple Music editorial playlist called New and Country, and really what I like to say in my live shows is really the basis around this song was when I was playing at the stage on Broadway one night, live in Nashville. And I was scheduled to play that night, and they had to wait for about 45 minutes and get the owner to, get me in the building. So that was really kind of the basis of the song. Young Man Six String's a cool song. Really, really cool song. I'll tell you a funny story about that. Uh, the bass player on that song, who I mean is probably the best bass player in Nashville, Glenn Worf, most known as Glenn Worf, and he did a great job on this song. I remember my dad reciting it to me because I don't really remember that well. Um, uh, I remember telling him like, "Hey man, listen, bass on this song was great." And I'm very very animated. Um, I remember him telling me, "Anything you want on the bass?" I remember saying, how about a walking bass line in the last chorus? And I remember my dad saying, I saw you through the camera and you were very animated. That was a funny story about that. And he overdubbed the walking bass line. And man, it was cool. That's a really cool song. That was cool.
The,
Then you get, yeah,
the fact that you are so well versed in all of this, it kind of blows my mind. At 14 years old, I was worried about every bad thing in the world. And like
man,
I didn't know uh I didn't know 10% of what you know. Like back then. This is impressive. Well, most people in Nashville wouldn't, you probably know more than 50% of people that's there. Like it's cool. It's really cool. And watching you be passionate about it is what's even better.
what's better than playing music for me? Uh, if I had to go top three,
No,
it,
what I'm saying is what's even better is watching how passionate you are. Not
oh,
I wasn't asking you what you were. Yeah, I know it cuts out on Zoom
you're getting
sometimes.
ready to get in the ranking, man.
No, no, it's just this is it cuts out on Zoom sometime. No, dude, it's that's just cool. It's just I keep harping on it, but it's like some people deserve recognition in my book. Like, and I catch shit about this all the time. But some people deserve the recognition. Some people deserve to get the spotlight on them.
Yep.
Like I just know in my heart and believe that there are people that once given the opportunity, like our buddy Will Mosley.
Yeah.
Will Mosley's been amazing. Cole Goodwin's been amazing. It took Will being on Idol for everybody else to know it when we already knew it, and Cole had to go out on the road with Zach Top for him to blow up. But neither one of them have got they're just as good now as they were before they were discovered. Well, before the rest of the world knew about it. And I think you'll probably be like that. The older you get, the more your voice develops, the more you get comfortable on stage. You already sound good. I'm not knocking it or anything. It's
Yeah.
just it right now, like when you said a while ago that they said it might be too patriotic or whatever. By the way, play what you want to play and sing about what you want to sing about.
Yeah.
You don't have a ton of life experience yet, not that you haven't been through things, but sing about stuff that makes you happy. And the
Yeah.
reason I say that is because right now you're setting up your fan base. You're letting people know exactly who you are. Like you're probably realistically not going to be on the CMAs in the next 2 years. Like it'd be great if you were. Like it'd be wonderful if you were, but you're going to be there someday. Right now, I would have so much fun with this, and I would let everybody know exactly who I am, what I'm passionate about, my beliefs with every song that you sing. Don't. A lot of people get caught up in trying to fit in the box. The best in this world never wanted to fit in, they wanted
Yeah.
to be them. And I'll tell you this little story about Miles. Miles was with us 2 weeks ago when we were in Nashville for our Wait for CMA Fest, and they told me that he turned down an artist's invitation because it wasn't his favorite artist, and he'd rather go play for 10 people at a Mexican restaurant in his hometown because he would play in front of his friends and stuff. And it's like, you know what? I bet that artist respects him 1,000 times more and likes him if he ever hears that story.
And man,
Uh,
that means you got your values set on that too.
yeah,
That's good. That's good.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that you should be the same way, and I think you probably are. It's right now.
Absolutely.
Right now, you're starting your legacy. Right now, you're
Yeah.
starting. Everybody's got an origin story. Right now, you're living yours. One day in 10 years from now, everybody's gonna be like, hey, you remember the first time he played Little Skinny's round? You remember the first time he
Yeah.
played Josh Terry's round? And now look at it, he's playing the Opry. Like that's gonna be cool to all of us. We're getting to see it firsthand. And I think everybody, if they vote for you, if they go listen to all your music and download it and follow you all over social media, they're gonna get to see. It's almost like watching a little brother or your kid growing up in front of your eyes chasing their dream. And
Yeah.
that is special to everyone.
Absolutely, man. And on the topic of that, man, you are somebody who comes through, and that's very special to us. In this music industry, there's very few and far in between people who will come through and who will execute, is what I'll say. um, for lack of a better term. And man, you are just that. You've come through for me so many times, and you've come through many other artists here in Nashville, or I'm not in Nashville actually, but in Nashville in general,
Yeah.
so many times. And man, we can't thank you enough. We can't.
Well, it's just, if you got a stage to put somebody on, regardless if it's this podcast, Live Oak, or anywhere else, Nashville Palace, where I'm working with now too, like
Yeah,
who are you going to put on that stage? Because they represent you. Like, I don't want just the popular people to play my shows. I don't want the people that social media tells you is good. I want the people that are truly, genuinely themselves and good and wholesome. I want that to be an extension of me. And like I'm
yeah,
telling you, you fit in. We don't have friends. We have family. Like the Raising Grace family is everybody that I believe in and I care about. And if I can do something for them, I do it. It might take me a week longer sometimes to get around to it, whether I'm being a slack ass or I'm busy. But
yeah,
once it happens, we make it happen. Like we do what I can. And I'll tell you this before we get off here. I need you to tell everybody your social media. If you can
yeah,
tell them again that page to go vote for you on, we're going to start off with that. I want everybody to get a chance to go listen to your music too, but we're going to get you some votes. That's my goal with this. I want to see you win this damn thing.
yeah. And Josh, we appreciate you so much for that, man. First off, you can find the Carolina Artist Showdown voting page. It's in my highlighted section on my Facebook page. So you just look up Michael Schott Music and you look on the highlighted posts. It's right there. Or you can also look on the Sweet Tea Country page. I believe it's the Sweet Tea Country page, and she is the one who runs all of that Carolina Artist Showdown stuff. Um, as far as my socials go, you can find me everywhere at Michael Schott Music. Twitter's Michael Schott NC. I got Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok. I keep calling it Twitter, it's X, but you know what I mean. I'm not getting used to these changes, man. Um, and you can find me on all streaming platforms. My name is Michael AE, not EA. I've been confused with that many times. And then Scott is SCHOTT. And you got my friend Josh Cherry on here on this podcast, and man, you got to thank him so much for what he's doing for artists like me, and thank him so much for having me, Josh.
Anytime, dude. When we get off here in a minute, I want you to text me the link, your socials, and then that
Yeah,
sweet tea page. I'm going to put them in the description of this episode so it makes it easier for people to find. I usually don't do that, but the hell with it. Like I said, I want to see you win. I think you deserve to. And like I want more kids to.
man.
We'll see. Like I'll tell you this. We'll get off here. Growing up, I loved music, but I never pursued it. I played sports. Somebody should have told me at an early age. I'm 5'10" on a good day. I was a good athlete, but I was never going to be a professional athlete. But I had more of a passion for music, but I let too many people muffle that. Too many people tell me like, you know, music you're not going to make a job out of music. Like people don't understand there's more than just being a singer. There's being a songwriter, there's being an engineer, there's being
Yeah,
a professional musician, just instrument player. Like there's so many things you can do and still be in the business. And that's one of the things, whether you ever
yep,
make it to where you want to or not, there's 10 different roads you can go down. It's still in music, and you can probably live the rest of your life happy and still be around it and get the
yep.
opportunity to make music too. Like there's other things. I wish somebody would have took me at your age and told me, "You're never going to be a professional athlete, but if you're passionate about music, let's put a guitar in your hand. Let's teach you how to play piano. Let's teach you how to write a song." And I probably would have been a happier person. I want more kids to know that they should chase their dreams and pursue it. And I want everybody to get a chance to watch you and Miles and some other people that we know do it firsthand.
Yep.
So,
Yeah,
so
absolutely. And man, that's what makes you so special, man. And we appreciate you so much. I mean, I can't thank you enough, brother.
you don't have to thank me again. I'm doing this because I want to. I hope you understand this. Like I could have took today and recorded with somebody that had 1 million followers on social media, but it doesn't do shit for me. I don't
Yeah.
like it. Like unless they're just a good person, it don't. I want to see the kids or the people that I believe in get a shot. And if I can take an hour out of my day and do that for you, then that's cooler to me. Like you made my day by me doing this. So don't
Yeah.
say thank you again. I know your grandpa's probably right there being like kiss his ass a little bit more, but I don't want you to. I like you're a peer now. Like and I want to see you succeed. I believe you all to get a chance to, and if I can help it at all, I just want to guide you in the right way and help where I can. So I
Yeah.
appreciate you doing this show and taking time with me, and I can't wait to see what happens with you, kid.
Man, I ain't got nothing to say. Thank you so much for having me. And y'all go check out Josh Terry every weekend.
All right, buddy. Well, hey, everybody, y'all better go vote for him right now. You better download all the music that he has. You better follow him all across all social media platforms. If you don't listen to me again, because I'll be mad at you.
Hey, if
Anyway,
you're cool, anyone who's listening, if you're cool, you listen to Josh there.
there you go. That a boy. See, I like he kisses my ass just enough. I love it. I love it. All right, folks. Thank y'all for listening to the Josh Terry podcast. Go take care of my boy, and I will see y'all later.